Hey everybody, part 2 of that video. Got a call as a busy guy. Someone called me on my phone, talking on my phone. Okay, so so we're building the faculty, and part of the cash flow games, we're going to be having that. One is booked on October 25th, downtown Toronto at 25 Telegram Muse at Front and Spadina. A cash flow game. Again, we'll be there with Jim as well, and we'll be talking about cash flow game theory, technique, talking about the real estate market. I'll be having real estate market updates every time. Jim will be talking about some of the events happening in and around the city for networking and meeting people. As you know, the best way to build a business, the cheapest way, is to network and to go out to all these amazing opportunities to be able to meet other people. And I can tell you, if you find real estate deals, best deals I've found is from networking and meeting people. In addition to that, MREI seminars will be continuing education of the My Millionaire Real Estate Agent education based on a book by Gary Keller. I am revisiting that to educate real estate agents and millionaire real estate investor, to educate real estate agents and mortgage agents on methods of creating wealth in today's real estate market and managing the shift. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that shift right now. So first thing I want to say is I am pessimistic about the condominium market. Repeat, I am pessimistic about the condominium market right now. Condominium market. I meant to say condominium market in case you didn't get that. I'm pessimistic about the condominium market, and here's why. I just want to say you can't put a brushstroke over the real estate market in general across the country, or even Ontario, even Toronto. There are minor pockets and there are good deals to be found in specific buildings and specific marketplaces. But you should know that the builders, according to the Building Industry and Land Development Association, have decided to hold off on a number of launches for the fall and winter of 2012. You should know, people, one thing that I've always learned in real estate investing and creating wealth is to follow the people who are in the know. I don't pretend to know everything, but I am a very good modeler of people who have massive amounts of money in research, data, land, and investments. And builders and developers are one of the most sophisticated investors in the real estate market today. So you should be very careful and cognizant of their patterns. And they've decided to hold off launches for the fall and winter of this year. There's plenty of supply being sold and developed and closed on. We've got close to, I believe a statistic is 100,000 condominiums. 100,000 condominiums being constructed to be completed over the next 2 years. We've got about 40,000 coming along in the next 12 months. So when you look at those kinds of numbers, it's unbelievable, the number of condominium units coming onto the market now. I believe that's the numbers that I got from listening to a number of experts in the industry. To me, they sound outrageous. I don't know how they jumped from when I was talking early 2012 numbers of 18,000 coming to the market this year, another 18,000 next year. But apparently there's 100,000 being pre-sold, being brought to market, being developed and are completed as we speak right now in the real estate market. So when you take a look at those kinds of numbers, it makes sense to me what's happening. Well, if you don't know what's happening right now, here's the deal. Downtown Toronto, there is zero condominium vacancy, zero. You cannot find a place to rent. Does that make sense to you when there's so much coming onto the market? Well, you know what? Unless you understand and delve into the details, you don't really understand. Well, this is what the details is, that a lot of the builders and developers are not able to keep up with their delivery dates. Construction is at the highest pace that we've ever seen. Go downtown, see what I mean by all the cranes. Interest rates are at all-time lows. Construction is happening at a massive pace. There's an amazing amount of resources in terms of employment and supplies and raw resources being brought into our market to complete all these condominiums. And the completion dates are all being delayed. So all these people that came to the market expecting to occupy for the summer or even the fall of 2012 are being pushed off by 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 months. And I don't know if you understand Tarion law, but Tarion new home warranty programs are protecting buyers. There's going to be a massive number of penalties being enjoyed by builders to deliver these late condominiums. So a lot of these people that have sold their homes, moved into the city, expecting to start their new jobs in September, are stuck to rent. So fortunately for you, if you've bought a condominium so far, you're doing really well. Short-term rentals are at all-time highs. I've witnessed that personally, and I can tell you, it's a great time to be a current condominium owner. However, with that being said, would I be looking to buy right now? Well, I can tell you right now the 416 region has a number of units coming out to market. The 905 is the area for growth and development. I was reading an article in Condominium Magazine by a principal of Intuition, which is a super broker of new condominiums, and she said it just about right. She crunched the numbers on 905 condos and their price per square foot compared to the 416 in rents. And you know what? Investors are moving out to 905. Although investors are taking a break in general, if I were looking to buy personally, I would not be looking to buy higher than $400 a square foot, $450 a square foot if it's a premium building with premium features. So, with that being said, if you're going into a condominium center right now to go buy a condominium, check yourself. Check what the data is, check the motivation of the real estate professionals bringing you in, and don't be suckered into buying at the wrong time, okay? You've got 2 years of uncertainty coming out to the market, a lot of supply. Be smart about your cash flow, knowing that that money you're putting down on a condominium you won't be seeing for 2 years. So manage your cash flow. I would not be borrowing that deposit. I'd be making sure it's cash that's not being utilized in a bank account. And I'd be taking a look at a lot of tax advantage structures and down payment structures for first-time buyers. I was just talking to a first-time buyer today who had $20,000 saved, who's making $35,000 a year, hasn't put $1 in RSP, wanted to buy the first home, and I said, if there's something you need to do first is you take a look at your tax situation. And they got a massive tax refund this year. I don't know if you figured it out, guys, but as a tax professional, someone like myself who studied taxes, who studied tax law, right there, I know that this person is overpaying their taxes on a monthly contribution to their employer. On top of that, they're missing out on a huge tax break as a first-time buyer benefit, and not leveraging those. So that's just a fraction of the advice that you should be getting in the market today. Now, talking about low-rise development. Low-rise is completely the eclipse, is the other side of what's happening on the high-rise side. You should know that developers are launching brand new low-rise developments, as many as 1,000 homes. I'm out in Durham region because I see the opportunity out there. That's where I see everything happening right now in terms of my personal investments. And Minto Developments, Minto, huge player out in Ottawa, also presence in Florida and the GTA, is launching King Meadow in Durham region. I'm going on to the launch next week, Saturday. If you want to join me, let me know. I believe that's Saturday the 22nd. That is the